When working on a brand identity or logo design, it is so important to know your competitors, your stylization, the sort of imagery that you want to get across in the brand, but not only that, colors and everything, this sort of general vibe of the company. We need to know these things because one, we need a stable foundation of what we're going to build our logo upon, such as what's stylizing, what's the mood of this design. Two, we also need to make sure that we're nothing like our competitors, or if we are, that we have a unique aspect to the design. Number three, it's important to have a direction in your design. If you don't have direction or a path to go down, your brain will just go everywhere and the sort of process will be muddied up. In this video, I'm going to be walking you through how I create mood boards for clients. This is a massive question that you guys have, and you may not be doing it very good or correctly. A mood board helps us visualize the mood or the vibe of the company. Some people call them stylescapes. With a mood board, we're able to see the direction of our designs by matching it with the vibe of the mood board, and you can collaborate with your client doing this, or you can do it yourself and then ask the client to see what you've done. So today we're going to be working within an app called Millernote. Thank you so much for sponsoring it. And we're working for a fake client. So I'm taking this project as a fake client who needs a brand, so a brand identity for an energy drink company. They are specifically looking at the gamer market. So people who are playing video games on the computer, sort of esport market, who want to have an energy burst. So their mission is to provide gamers the ultimate experience, keeping them wired to their game. Millernote is a place to collect your ideas together and watch them take shape. You can use it to gather inspiration, write creative briefs, put together mood boards, and collect client feedback all in one place. We're going to go ahead and choose a template in this board called Logo Mood Board, and it's going to come up with loads of images, and we can use the template and still use example content. For now, we're going to go ahead and just use the template and get rid of all the static content. You can see all these image placeholders here and all this. We'll just forget about that for now. So what we need to do is go to Google, visualize what this company is all about, find keywords, and then see the images that come out of that. I know that they're energy drink, so we're going to go ahead and have a look at energy drinks. I'm going to go to images just to start off with, and we'll see where the rabbit hole takes us. So we've got a selection of energy drinks here. I'm going to go ahead and right click this, and down here I can just save this to Millernote very easily, and it'll save it to the page that I've just created. Energy drink gamers. So we know that they're for gamers, so we're going to find gamer energy drinks. There we go, we've got a big one here. This is not just a stylizing, but it's a competitor. Now, when you're looking through the stylizing of this and you know that you want to create the gamer vibe, then we need to find keywords for this. So something that's huge in gaming is RGB. I've got an RGB keyboard here. I love the lights. So I'm gonna type in RGB, see what we get coming up here. And although this is not for the drink, but this is like an inspiration to the project, a certain vibe is being brought here, we can add it in to our mood board. And all we're doing right now is adding them in, and you'll see if we go to Millernote, they're on the side here, ready for us to pull in. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna go ahead, find different keywords, and I'm going to speed this process up for you to see, so you'll see it in the background. Then we're going to start looking into colors. So now that we've looked at some of the images in here in the unsorted panel, what we're going to be doing now is looking at some of the keywords. So one keyword that I found is that obviously these have very bold logos, so I'm looking for bold type. So every time I find a keyword or something inside of a image or a design, I'm going to search for that, because what that helps us do is narrow down. So now we know from this mood board, we sort of know the colors that we could use. So it's like RGB. This is the feeling that we've got. This is kind of like the community vibe. And we also know that we need bold type for this. But what we don't want to do is be generic. So we use these things as a stylescape, so a way of working out the vibe of the company whilst coming up with something unique. And seeing these things give you inspiration, looking at keywords and seeing how they connect. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring in a lot of these images just like so into here. We've also got these things inside of Milanote, these color swatches. They're huge for company branding and logo designs. We need to see what colors would be used, and we can see a general theme inside of this mood board already. If I bring out some more images and get rid of the captions and just scale them appropriately, we can see that there's a lot of neon blues, reds, and greens. We can put specific hex codes if we want to, but all I'm going to do is put in colors that I know that are in this mood board. So we've got these very bright colors, sort of like RGB colors. When you get more precise, you can keep adding more things in. So right here, what we can do is close out the unsorted panel, and you can actually add someone to edit this. So you can add a friend that you're designing this with, or a team member. So if I was working on this with someone else, I could get someone in at the same time to manipulate this and add things in. We can also add some notes. So for here, like the notes that I'm wanting to make around this is that the neon vibe, bold typography, and these are more like keywords, block movement, and right there we've got a mood board that is starting to come together. Where do you go from here though? Mainly when I'm designing logos, I will from here go into more of the keywords that I see. For example, I would say block logos, gamer clans. I would look at all their different logo types because we want to stay within the vibe of that community whilst keeping the uniqueness of our design the same. If you're struggling to work out how to get keywords, then I would suggest going ahead and writing them directly on here. I'm just going to write movement. For this image here, I want to show the client the colors, bright color choice, and that is definitely how you spell color. I don't care what you say. Color system. And as we start to work out these different companies, we're seeing the competitors, we're seeing how we can make things better and more unique. We're establishing ourselves a way of seeing how our brand could come across. Now, the mood board isn't there to sort of copy anything on there. It's there to give a vibe of the community that you're in, the industry that you're in, some of the competitors and what they're doing, so that we can do better than that. So we can outmarket them. We can have a segment of the market for our client. And then during the process of designing a logo, we can refer back to the mood board, and we can refer there for inspiration, seeing whether it fits the certain vibe of it. For example, if the logo was a serif logo type that was very thin, and I put it up against this, the bold type, would it fit? No, it wouldn't look right. We know this because we've mood boarded. So it's a very objective way of seeing if you're on the right path. I just want to thank Milanote for sponsoring this video. Now, Milanote is free to use. It helps you stay organized and keep creative. For me, as a visual thinker like most of us, it's important to have a place online where we can visually communicate with our clients through colors, even writing, and also the images like I've said. It's great when you want to transfer files as well. When I've worked on client projects, I can use Milanote to show them my works of progress without having to constantly email them. You can create boards within boards within boards. And as you can see, I've used Milanote a lot. If you'd like to get Milanote, click the link down below in the description. Thanks for watching. Make sure you watch this video right here on your left. It will change your life. Hopefully it will anyway. I'm not too sure. Go and watch it.